Hi, Heidi ho, Heidi ho, Heidi ho. So, making myself some eggs, kind of an omelet. But anyway, so I have been watching a lot of this crud going on, and I'll tell you a little secret. So, when you read Torah, Tanakh, what some know as the Old Testament, the 5 books of Moshe Rabbeinu, it's a very divine book, and there's a lot of wisdom in it, but you're not supposed to read it. So it's like an onion, when you peel an onion, or any fruit. It has a klipa, a covering. But the deeper you go, that's where you find the fruit, the knowledge. So, anyway, all the stuff that's going on with that Epstein, the Epstein files. Epstein files. Well, we are told that we're not supposed to make covenants and follow after strange L. And we're not supposed to make covenants with those individuals that worship strange gods. But yet, a man will do it because he's greedy for gain. So, all the stuff that's going on with those Epstein files, the elite, well, it shouldn't come as a surprise to you because you're told you're not supposed to choose a leader with many horses and many wives. And we take into consideration some of these leaders who have between 10 and $14 million, and some of them more, but yet everyone around them is struggling. And then they can find excuses why they have a right to take a portion of your sweat equity. But it's not just that. It goes a lot deeper than that. So, yeah, there was sexual blackmail and, taking advantage of younger individuals who come from certain types of family, that are in need. So, offering money and fame and all this other stuff like they always offer. The sickness of it is that they always offer you you're going to be rich, we're going to make you rich and famous and all that good crap. I know it because I've been there. They've offered it to me. You can be rich and famous, we'll make you rich and famous, just join our club. Okay? So it's not an uncommon thing, but anyway, it goes back to many horses and many wives. People like that, once they get so much money, it's no longer about the money, it's about control. Being able to control other people's lives. It's a sickness. So that's why there's judges involved in it, and everybody in the bar association is basically involved in it. So when I say everybody, I mean that, exactly that, everybody. Because those who are greedy for gain, those who gain off of iniquity, are usually the last ones to see it as iniquity. So you're pushing UCC codes and United States codes and you're calling them laws. Those are codes of a corporation. That corporation has no more authority of us than freaking McDonald's does. You have a right not to contract with that corporation, but sadly, you've been indoctrinated into believing that you have to give that corporation authority over you, and you don't. So the judges that sit on the bench, and they're just as corrupt. And I'm not excluding any judge. Anybody who uses that Gregorian calendar and pushes that Social Security trust account, pushes the certificate of live birth, where you want to capture people's souls and put their footprint on a piece of paper when they have no way of protecting themselves from your sickness and your witchcraft and your satanic rituals, they're just sick. The whole group of them are sick. But it doesn't exclude those who run the state of Israel, not Ha'am Yisrael, the state of Israel, the corporate state. It doesn't exclude anybody who runs the corporate state known as the United States. They're all wicked. So Bibi Netanyahu's got between 10 and $14 million, but yet there are people in Israel who are going without. Not be a poor man among you. It doesn't mean that one man or a group of men should have access, but it's corruption. So it's one hand washing the other. It's treason. It's treason at the highest degree. That includes every Supreme Court judge, every federal judge, every local judge. They're all involved in it. they create these corporations, and then they create these other agencies that are attached to the corporation as a way to make sure they make profit. And then they buy stocks and bonds in the prison system, and the more people they put in prison, the more they make off their stocks and bonds. So they're shareholders. It's just corruption at the highest degree. But ultimately, what you need to do to get out of the system is you send them their crap back, meaning you send them the Social Security card back and tell them that you don't wish to be involved in it. You stop using the Gregorian calendar and worshiping the sun god. Stop giving them the souls of your children. No man has a right to trespass against you. And that includes any man with a mask on his face who's carrying armaments. You have a right to fend for yourself. I'm not telling you to go out looking to cause harm to others, but if a man has a mask on his face and he's carrying guns, and he is known to murder other people, we'll call it murder. It's not killing, it's murdering. When you murder somebody who doesn't have armaments or is not a threat to you, then that's murder. So anyway, you have a right to remove that man from the book of life, meaning you have a right to take his life. He's saying that he's going to take your life. You have a right to fend him off, up to and including taking his life, removing him from the vessel that he is in, because he is not a good man. Anybody who's pushing that Gregorian calendar and the laws created by that Gregorian calendar, you're not a good man. I'm going to tell you that straight out. You're the heir of Ra. You're the mixed multitude. If you're using the Gregorian calendar and you're pushing any law that was created with the Gregorian calendar, you're the heir of Ra. It's just that simple. You're not following Hashem's calendar. You're not following God's calendar. You're not following anything that you were taught in Torah and Tanakh. You're making pledges with the heir of Ra because you're greedy for gain, and that's the only excuse. You're greedy for gain. You want what doesn't belong to you. So let me put it this way. What's yours is yours, and what's mine is yours. That's not what you say to another man. That's what you say to Hashem, our Ima Abba, mother and father. So there's a clarification of what's yours is yours, and what's mine is yours. That's talking to Hashem. Because if you truly love Hashem with all your heart, you won't claim what belongs to Hashem, our Ima Abba, mother and father. Anyway, that's the message for today. All the crap that's going on with the Epstein file. Well, they're trying to make it about perversion of the flesh, sexual perversion. They're not telling you the truth. It's an elite group. Some people are starting to call it the Epstein class. It's an elite group of people who believe it's okay to racketeer from others, to steal others' divinity, to lie, tell half-truths or partial truths. They believe in a lot of these things. So that's the message for today. Stop falling for the crap. Stop using the Gregorian calendar. Stop contracting with people that tell you straight out they have a right to take your life and you're not allowed to fend for yourself. God bless. Much love.